Hello everyone, Scott here, and today I am back with another video for you all. So today I want to talk about a subject that I have already talked about on my channel before, in 2 different videos actually. I don't want to talk about them again, I just want to expand upon them with this video essentially. So I'm going to talk about the Dead by Daylight toxicity once again, but I'm not going to cover everything that I've said in those 2 videos. Go watch them if you want to get my perspective on that. I want to expand upon a thing that has been going on recently and basically have sparked up recently compared to what it was before. And I want to talk about 2 different things here, but let's start off with the first one, which is the Endgame chat. So let's start off by saying that every single multiplayer game that you play, it doesn't matter which game you play, if it's Fortnite, if it's Counter-Strike, if it's Dead by Daylight, if it's freaking Minecraft for that matter, people are going to be toxic. It doesn't matter which game you play, there's bound to be toxicity. And that is just something you have to deal with. Click mute and move on, right? But yeah, this is something that I don't understand, because in Dead by Daylight, it is a special thing. It's almost a freaking like a way of living in this game that people complain and hate and complain some more and complain some more, right? People are fucking special breeds in this game. Not everyone, I just want to clarify that, but some people are fucking special in this game, okay? But recently, I have been experiencing a lot of endgame chats where people complained about their teammates and the way they played, and also like maybe the killer was doing something that they didn't like, or maybe a fucking perk didn't work the way they wanted to, right? People complain and hate on others for who knows what fucking reason it is, right? They are obviously frustrated, right? But it doesn't give you the fucking right to sit there and complain and hate on other people just because they didn't play the way you wanted them to play. And I think this is a really stupid thing and something that really needs to be talked about, because it fucking needs to stop. You cannot sit there and expect your teammates, the teammates you actually don't talk to, by the way. You're playing, if you're solo queuing at least. If you're playing in a squad, then that's a total different thing. But I'm talking about if you're solo queuing, because I've been solo queuing a lot lately. And if you're solo queuing, you cannot sit there and expect your team to basically do what you want them to do. You cannot, there's no way to communicate. And that's also another video that I want to make. I've already talked about it before, but I'm going to talk about it again. And that is communication in Dead by Daylight. But this makes it difficult to basically plan out what you want to do if you're playing Survivor. And that is a frustrating thing to sit through and read through in that in-game chat, that people complain about each other, the way they play, or maybe they had a bad teammate. But one thing you need to understand if you're one of those people, you cannot sit there and expect people to think the way you think. People have their own brain, so they are going to experience and get different inputs than you do. And they play in another way that you don't, basically, right? Is what I'm getting at here. So you can't sit there if you cannot communicate with that person. You cannot sit there and basically tell them how shit they were because they didn't play the way you wanted them to play. And the other thing that's also really frustrating about this is some people play this game competitively. Well, a lot of players do, in my opinion, but a lot of players play this game competitively, and a lot of players probably also play it casually. And that's going to also like clash with each other, because the competitive people will go, what the fuck are these casuals doing? Filthy casuals, right? What do they know? What do they fucking... Yeah, they're stupid. Why don't they play more competitively? Why didn't they run over there and do that gen, right? And that's fucking frustrating to sit through. And the same with the casuals, probably. Filthy competitive people. Why are you playing like your sweat ass? You're sweating your ass off in this game. And yeah, basically what I'm getting at here is there's so many different ways you can play and and get inputs and output some things in this game, right? It's going to clash with other people. So please be freaking respectful of other people. If you have, basically if you have some teammates who does some things you don't want to, or maybe you have some teammates who are playing worse than you are, maybe you're having teammates who are playing better than you are, but there's going to be different experiences in this game. So you cannot sit there and hate on others just because they didn't want to play the way you wanted to, right? So that's one thing. But let's move on to the second thing that is, well, it is actually the thing that really sparked me to make this video, because this is something I think is beyond the game itself. And well, this endgame chat stuff is stupid, and it is something that needs to be calmed down a bit, because it's freaking annoying to deal with, right? But one thing that I really think needs to be addressed is the thing where people go onto Steam profiles and PlayStation Network accounts or whatever, right? I'm not that big of a PlayStation player, so I don't know exactly how this works, but I've seen it on YouTube where people get comments on PlayStation Networks, essentially, right? But I'm going to talk about it mostly from a Steam perspective, because I'm a Steam player, so I'm going to talk about it from a Steam perspective here. But I don't understand why people, I just want to say it for the record, if you are one of those people who do this in a game of freaking Dead by Daylight, I think you're fucking pathetic. Let me tell you that. I think you're freaking pathetic. You need to fucking get some help. Get some help or go touch some grass or something like that, because I think it's pathetic. And I think it's childish as well. So some people have the audacity to go onto a Steam profile and comment something stupid. Like the latest comment I got on my Steam profile was brain dead animal. Brain dead animal. If you're one of those people who go onto a Steam profile to talk shit about another person, I don't know what to say. I think you're fucking pathetic, as I mentioned before, and I think it's childish as well. Why are you going onto another person's Steam profile after a game of Dead by Daylight? Are you that fucking hurt by a game where it's a killer chasing 4 survivors? It's like a 1 cat versus 4 mouse game, right? And you're getting that upset over a video game that you have to go onto a Steam profile to talk shit about another person? Really? I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. And I don't understand why people do this. Doing it in the endgame chat, where people basically say oh, you're so shit at this game, or please go uninstall, or go F yourself, right? That's one thing, but that is in the game. Like, some people do that and just move on. And I also want to say that is horrible, of course, but I think it's another level of stupidity when you go onto a Steam profile. You're taking more actions to talk shit about another person by going off of the game onto another platform and then talk shit to them. And it's also the same shit with streamers. Why would you go onto a live stream where someone is just playing the game and you go onto a fucking live stream and then you talk shit about that person in the stream chat? I don't understand it, why you're being this hurt over a video game. But yeah, I'm probably not meant to understand this, but I think it's childish and pathetic and stupid that people do this and go onto a third-party platform like Steam and PlayStation Network, and basically, and also Twitch for that matter, and basically go on and talk shit about another person. What I've experienced is people go onto my Steam profile and comment some horrible shit like brain dead animal, you fucking noob, you don't know how to play the game, or something like that. It's so pathetic that people do this. But yeah, this was just a short rant that I wanted to make about this extended experience of Dead by Daylight, right? With Steam profiles and PlayStation Networks and such. And I cannot remember if I talked about the endgame chat in the other videos, but it doesn't matter. It's also a part of this. But yeah, once again, please behave and think about what you're doing. And I'm not saying this to one-up anyone, because I have also done shit in the past that has been freaking stupid and horrible as well, right? So I'm not sitting here and trying to be better knowing or whatever, right? You know what I mean. But yeah, just please think about what you're doing. Please behave and take a chill pill and go outside and play something else if the game frustrates you, because that is also what I've been doing. I've also played some games of Dead by Daylight where I've been getting frustrated with the game, where I had to take a break and I was like closing down the game and telling myself, this is not good. This is not good for me right now. So yeah, it is okay to take a break once in a while from the game. And yeah, please go do that if the game frustrates you. I've done the same thing and I wish more people would do that. So yeah, this was a short rant I just wanted to make about the Dead by Daylight in-game chat and the Steam and PlayStation Network stuff, right? So yeah, what do you think about all of this? Do you also think that this needs to stop, or do you not think it's that big of a problem? And am I just ranting a bit about something that's always been there and is, well, horrible but stupid? But yeah, I want to know what you all think about this, and yeah, please go down into the comment section and send your comment down below. So yeah, that is all I wanted to talk about today. So yeah, if you like this video, then don't forget to leave a like, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. I'm Scott, and I'm out. See you all in the next video. Bye everyone.